Now your 19 First Alert forecast.
And good afternoon. A live look outside from our First Alert network of cameras. It's not often you get to say this. It is a beautiful 19 degrees outside. There's a lot of sunshine. While it may be cold, that sun is helping to perhaps keep you warm. We're going to welcome in 19 First Alert meteorologist Andy Chilian. Andy, we do have to talk about a First Alert weather day coming up for Friday.
Yes, so that's going to be with some snow that's across our area. Right now it's quiet. You may have seen the flurries, but it does feel pretty good with the sunshine. We've got those flakes that can linger as we head through the rest of this evening and then even overnight. But the temperatures will be dropping into the single digits eventually as we start the day tomorrow. You can see through the evening hours, though, we'll be seeing them falling into the teens as well. All right, getting to Friday, 19 First Alert weather day for snow. All day snow expected. 1 to 4 inches in total. Those higher amounts will be in the snow belt. Windy as well, like all of our snow has been so far this season. So blowing and drifting snow is possible. And we will have potentially both morning and evening commutes impacted. Some data is showing we may be able to get through the morning commute okay, but I'm still going to say a caution on that as we'll want to be just preparing you just in case. We'll start the First Alert Future View here. I'm going to skip to about Friday, 7 a.m. Here comes the snow, pretty widespread, 9 o'clock on your Friday. By noontime, maybe a little break in the steadier snow, but then you've got another round coming for the evening hours. And that will continue with lake effect as we head into Saturday morning. So again, about 1 to 4 inches expected area-wide. I'd say the higher amounts are going to be in the snow belt where that lake effect lingers longer. But the bottom line is we will be looking at snow on Friday, which is why the 19 First Alert weather day has been activated. I know it's not nearly as much snow as we've seen out of systems so far, but it's all about the timing, and that's why we're alerting you now.
Yeah, makes sense. We're going to take a quick break, but boy, is there a nice surprise or at least something to, I saw Andy smile right there, at least there's something to make you smile about in the 7-day. We'll be right back. Another live look outside from our First Alert network of cameras. Pretty icy out there on the lake. That's actually going to help cut down on all our lake effect snow. But as we bring 19 First Alert meteorologist Andy Chilian back in, Andy, finally a day above freezing on the 7-day forecast.
Yeah, we got a few actually. That'll be nice. Friday gets close, but the problem is, of course, we have the snow along with it. And so we're actually going to turn the corner, but do want to focus on this weekend as well. It's going to be pretty cold out there. As you see, Saturday only 14 in the afternoon. Some single-digit mornings coming. Even tomorrow morning will be pretty cold. Saturday and Sunday, we'll have to see. We may have to add first alerts to the morning on those. Wind chills could be as low as 15 below zero. That's cold weather advisory criteria. We do have a little bit of snow lingering Saturday. Could see another weak system on Sunday. But then, yes, all eyes probably focused on next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little thaw in there, mid-30s. That's actually closer to normal this time. If your normal high is 37, if you're wondering. So it's not like it's going to be way above normal. It's actually closer to where we should be this time of year. Once you get into the really cold pattern we've been locked into, you have to get out of it somehow. And so that's what we're going to be seeing for at least the first few days of next week. So light at the end of the tunnel, but not to overlook Friday's snow, Dan, and then the weekend cold. We certainly need to be aware of that, and everybody needs to stay safe as we've been doing so far this winter.
Sam Roberts didn't want to go too far out on a limb, but she was even hinting maybe a week and a half now warmer, even warmer, maybe 40s, 50s. I know that's a ways out.
Yeah, it is, and I'd say a strong caution to that because sometimes the models will show that, but when you have a lot of ice on the lake and it's been so cold and there's snow on the ground, sometimes those models overestimate. So, you know, I would say just a little, you know, go slow on that. We'll see if that does verify. But it does look like, in general, the pattern's changing. I would say instead of it just being constantly cold like it was for the second half of January, you have these 30s and maybe 40-degree days mixed in with an occasional 20s here or there. But it just doesn't look to be constantly cold like we were, again, through the second half of January.
Yeah, Andy, we'll take anything, grasping at straws here. 19 First Alert meteorologist Andy Chilian. We'll see you at 3 o'clock.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, take care. That's going to wrap up our look at our weather picture. We do start 3.5 hours of news and First Alert weather just about a half an hour from now on Channel 19. So until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.